This year also, our approach has been that we bring in greater simplification of tax laws and procedures, and that we enable growth and employment in this country. So the twin approach for getting the taxation regime in this country a lot more simpler and technology-driven has been the broad principle based on which the proposals have been laid before this august House. We've actually brought in transformational changes in the tax governance in the last decade. So, without drastically increasing taxes and minimizing litigation, we have actually helped, I would think, in bringing a simplified taxation regime, greater transparency, ease of compliance, and driven by the trust we have on the taxpayers. So several members have spoken about tax burden on the middle class. I'll of course come a bit later to talk and to respond to individual honorable members who have spoken on specific issues. But broadly on this issue of burdening the middle class, several members have spoken, but I would just take some names. Other names will come when I respond in specific. Amar Singh ji, Arun Nehru ji, Neeraj Maurya ji, Supriya Sule ji, Tanuj Punya ji, Sachidanandam, honorable member, and also honorable member Avinash Reddy ji have all spoken about the burden on the middle class, taxes not really being reduced on them, and so on. In general, I want to put forth before you, sir, that the specific items on which I would propose, and I believe that middle class stand to benefit. So I will name them, specify them. In 2023, sir, the slabs for personal income tax were significantly liberalized. All taxpayers had reduced tax liability of 37,500 rupees. This government has again revised slabs in the new regime even now in this budget. Certainly this has an impact on the middle class, I would believe. Standard deduction for salaried employees has also been increased from 50,000 to 75,000 in the new regime in this budget. This is an effective relief of up to 17,500 for a salaried employee. This again, I would believe, benefits the middle class. So further, deduction on family pension for pensioners is proposed to be enhanced from 15,000 rupees to 30,000 rupees. For salaried employees, deduction on employers' contribution in case of employees who are in private sector and public sector banks, those who are opting for the new tax regime, has been raised from 10% to 14% in this budget. Again, middle class stands to benefit from this as well. Sir, in specific, in the last 2 years, substantial relief has been given to the middle class. I may point out a few things, sir, that while most developed countries were increasing personal income taxes during the COVID-19 crisis, Prime Minister Modi's direction to me, and I've said this earlier also in this House, I'd like to repeat now. Prime Minister Modi's direction to me was totally in contrast with what was happening in developed countries. No tax on our citizen to meet the COVID expenditure. And I would strongly request the honorable members to look back at what happened between 2020, 21, 22, 23. We have not increased the tax at all, sir. Effective tax on an income of 15 lakh rupees, I'm taking it as an example, effective tax on an income of 15 lakhs was reduced to 10% in 2023 and has been further reduced this year as well. So I want to make this point clear, sir. Again, I would strongly believe this would certainly help the middle class.